everybody, it's Johnny the Caveman and Deb the Cave Woman. We're the Carnivore Caveman Keto couple. Welcome back to the channel. We've got a special treat for you today. We are cooking, and Deb and I both had a hankering for pizza. So we are going to make a pizza. So this pizza is basically cheese, cream cheese, and pork rinds. That's right. Good old pork rinds again.
And eggs.
And eggs. That's right. Grass-fed eggs. So I already made my fat flour out of the pork rinds.
Wait, grass-fed eggs. You mean free range.
Did I say grass-fed
You
eggs?
did.
Okay. I meant free-range eggs. They eat bugs and grass and everything else too. So if you haven't seen my video on fat flour, check that one out. Deb will put the link below. It's basically pork rinds put in a food processor, and you have this nice flour breading. And it's awesome. You can use it for all kinds of stuff. Okay. The ingredients are 3 eggs, and Deb will put the ingredient list down in the description also. 3 eggs, 8 ounces of cream cheese. We like this Organic Valley cream cheese because it's grass-fed and organic and all that kind of stuff. 6 ounces of mozzarella and 1 cup of pork rinds. Then we have some seasoning, and I already kind of pre-did the seasoning here in my little cups here. But what I've got here is 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning, 1 teaspoon oregano, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, and 1/3 cup of Parmesan cheese. And Deb always claims that I try to make things a little too salty, so I just put a pinch of salt in it. And you can salt it to your liking. You can change around the seasoning too, you know. If you like more of something, put something else. If you've got, I thought about putting cumin in it because I like cumin a lot, but I didn't on this one. But it's definitely something you can do.
So Johnny, would you eat this pizza like every day?
Would I eat this pizza every day? No, but
we're not promoting pork rinds as a health food.
No, we're
right?
not. And there are good pork rinds and there are not so good pork rinds. And the pork rinds I got, I just picked up the $2 a bag stuff. I don't think they're, you know, grass-fed or anything like that. But
no, and they probably have bad oil in them, but we don't know.
Yeah, I think they were made in the pig fat or pig lard. So that's what I think. I'm not 100% sure about that. So cream cheese, get a good cream cheese, your pasture-raised eggs, your fat flour made out of the pork rinds, some Parmesan, and your mozzarella. So what you're going to do, I'm going to grab a spoon and a fork. So it's best to let the cream cheese kind of get to room temperature so it's not real thick and hard and cold. So I kind of just spread that out in my bowl like so. I'm going to crack my eggs. And I did leave the eggs out a little while too, so they're not ice cold and get the cream cheese hard again. So.
And I have seen people, if you don't have a food processor, I've seen people use a plastic bag in a roller to
for the pork rinds.
Yeah.
Pork rinds, they crush really good.
Yeah.
Even a roller, you'll figure it out if you don't have a food processor. But if you don't have a food processor, get a little one. We got this little one at the thrift store, and it works really, really good. So I'm mixing my eggs and my cream cheese together first. And I think I'm going to use my fork just to get it together. And I'm going to get in here with my hands eventually. But I have a pair of gloves for that. Not that you need gloves, but I have them. So, okay. So now I'm going to put in my mozzarella cheese. And we do have another bag of mozzarella cheese for the toppings. I'm doing the crust, and Deb's going to do the toppings and stuff like that. So,
yeah, we're going to do 2 of them. We're going to do a regular one and an Alfredo one.
Right, because I'm carnivore, so I'll eat the Alfredo one. Deb is keto now.
Carnito.
Mostly carnivore, but she throws in a few carbs. And that's okay. So now I got my cheese in there. I'm going to go ahead and put my Parmesan in. I already pre-measured that also. So it's kind of thickening up. And you know, before we went carnivore, we did something similar. We did the cauliflower pizza crust. And it was pretty good. Nowhere near as good as this one though. But if you're keto, definitely look into the cauliflower crust too. You can even find cauliflower crust now at the grocery store. Our local city market, you can get cauliflower pizza crust ready to roll. So oh yeah, the pork rinds just really made a difference when you put it in there. Starts to dry it up a little bit. It's still very moist, and that's why I have the gloves. So now I'm going to put my seasoning in. Seems like a lot of seasoning, but hey, flavor's good. Ooh, I can smell it. Oh, it smells good.
So you guys, I just want to add one thing too. I saw some recipe where somebody either added, and I have to look this up, a little bit of baking soda or baking powder, and they actually made, is it focaccia bread? And it rose. You'll see the pizza crust. We like our pizza crust pretty flat. We're not really into the Chicago, the thick crust. But if you add that baking soda, baking powder, you can get it to rise, and it looked delicious. So that's going to be, I'm going to try that next. I don't know, just looks great. We haven't done it yet, but anyways, just kind of throwing that out there.
Yeah, we need to try, we'll try that next time, for sure. Because I would like to
and
definitely
also,
experiment.
while Johnny's mixing that, I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is a really nice brand of pork rinds. It's called Epic. They are oven baked, so the only ingredients you don't have to worry about in these ones, having the vegetable oils, the polyunsaturated oils, you know, that are probably in the gas station ones that we bought. They're really good. However, they're very crispy, and we found that they didn't break up really good in the food processor, so we decided not to use them. But if you're just looking for a pork rind snack, yeah, I would try this Epic, because these, the pigs that they use, they don't give any antibiotics, and the only ingredients in this are pork skins, salt, and pink Himalayan sea salt. So this is a good brand, Epic.
All right, so I do have my oven preheating at 425. That's the temperature you're gonna want. And we're pretty high elevation here, 7,500, 8,000 feet in Steamboat, and it seems to work fine. So I've got a non-stick pizza pan, a little bit of coconut oil non-stick spray. I know that's not carnivore, but it is tiny.
And you could use grass-fed butter if you wanted to do that.
Yeah, you could use butter.
We're not being super strict tonight, guys.
Boy, my spray's not spraying too good. I'm going to just rub it around here a little bit. What the heck? Oh, I know what it is. It's cold. We've had, like so many people, have had really cold temperatures, and we all know what happens to coconut oil when it gets cold. It gets hard.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it solidifies. Okay, so there is my pizza crust dough, and it's pretty slimy. I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze it a little bit just to make sure it's thoroughly mixed. And this should make this whole pizza crust plus have enough for a smaller one for me for the Alfredo. So throw it on your pan. And the first time I did this, I made it kind of thick. And it was still good, but it didn't get as crunchy. So I'm just spreading it out. Get it out to the edge.
In here, I wanted to do this. Johnny and I don't have a ton of cravings. It's not like we crave pizza much at all, but I've been noticing, yes, on my Facebook forums, that a lot of people are going off the rails, and they do really well on keto and carnivore, and then they end up splurging and binging and eating like a whole pizza to themselves. Yeah. So if you feel like you're going to do that, what my recommendation is to find this more carnivore, keto friendly. And then there's not as much guilt, you know, kind of with the whole cauliflower pizza. If you're keto or paleo or whatever, cauliflower pizza is so much healthier than buying one at your pizza shop that's made, you know, with white flour and all that anti-nutrients and just the carbs that are going to spike your blood sugar really high. So this is just kind of for those of you
You're
that,
cheating without cheating.
Right. If your family's, wants to order pizza and you're the only one that's practicing the ketogenic or the carnivore lifestyle, you can indulge in some pizza too. It's just a healthier version in sticking to the lifestyle.
And everybody will be surprised. They're like, damn, that looks good.
Right.
So I'm just kind of making it look pretty now. I'm making sure I roll a little extra around the edge so the edge is a little thicker, like a real pizza. Because, I mean, it eats like a real pizza, guys. You're going to be really impressed with how this thing looks. I wish you could taste it, but you just have to do your own. It's ready to go in the oven. Now, it's going to go in the 425 degree oven for 20 minutes. Give or take a few minutes. Keep an eye on it. You can check, see if it's browning good, if it's getting a little crunchy. And but 25 minutes. Then you want to let it cool. I'll probably stick it outside for a few minutes. Put your toppings on. Put it in the oven for another 8 to 12 minutes. Again, it depends on your oven. So let's put her in.
All right, guys, so it's my turn. So Johnny's very OCD in the kitchen. He likes to do all the cooking, so this is stressing him out because, of course, I'm not going to do the pizza toppings right. So I'm sure he's going to chime in.
You start in the middle, honey. No, I'm joking. I'm totally joking. I would have started in the middle.
But it's funny because back in the day, I did work in a pizza shop. I didn't make the pizzas, though. I was a server. But they did have us make. Remember at ours, I had to make some pizzas.
That's right.
I think one day on the pizza line, they were like, yeah, you get back, put your apron back on and get out there with the customers because you are not a pizza gal. So that's okay. Because you know what? The way I look at it, it's going to taste the same. But Johnny wants it to look pretty for you guys. So I'm going to try to make it look really pretty.
It's all about the presentation.
And, this all depends. I like a lot of sauce on my pizza. Some people don't. Some people like way more cheese, way more whatever. So, you could just do this part, obviously, to your liking. If you don't like a lot of sauce. We're going to make another white pizza is what you call it. Well, not necessarily white pizza because it's going to have Alfredo sauce. What I was thinking next time when we do the Alfredo sauce, I would like to do like a chicken. We didn't make any chicken, so it's just going to basically be pepperoni and sausage. But that's okay. All right.
So, guys, as this pizza was cooking, it made the whole RV smell like a pizza shop. Yeah. It smells amazing. So check out this picture.
All right, guys. So here it is. I do not want to drop my pizza, but can you guys see it? Yes.
It's beautiful.
So half of it does have a little bit of green olives, mushrooms on mine, just not a lot, and then a little bit of goat cheese because I like goat cheese. So see, we can do this, you guys. I don't know if everybody knows it, but we live full-time in our RV. This is our gourmet kitchen. We create all the magic right here in our little oven, little freezer, little refrigerator, and then, of course, you guys saw this before. I don't know if you can see that.
That's our meat stash.
Carnivore, meat stash in there. So no excuses about not having room to cook because this is an RV.
Yeah, if we can do it in the RV, it'll be really easy in your big kitchen at home. Okay. We'll be back when she comes out of the oven.
All right, here it is, fresh out of the oven.
Yummy.
Doesn't that look delicious? I mean, oh my gosh, it smells like better than, actually, you know what it reminds me of? If anybody's ever had wood-fired pizza, that's what it reminds me of, actually. So I'm gonna dig into this one after it cools for about 5 minutes. We have the little one that we're gonna make Alfredo pizza out of in the oven, and we'll show you guys that when it's done. How is it?
That is pizza.
All right. All right, guys, so here's the little Alfredo pizza. This is the full recipe, basically made a full pizza, and then I call this like personal pizza. But we made this for Johnny because it's, you know, pretty carnivore. It is just cheese on top with sausage and then the Alfredo sauce. So that's what it looks like. I already took a bite. But Johnny and I are so full only after 2 pieces of the other pizza, and we were really satiated, and I think it's because of, you know, all the fat. This is a very high fat meal because you've got your pork rinds, your cheese, your sausage, your pepperoni. So definitely fits into the keto and carnivore for that matter. So, all right, guys, if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. It just helps our channel. Doesn't cost you anything. Hit that bell notification. It'll let you know when Johnny and I put up a new video. Subscribe if you haven't done yet. And just remember, keep eating meat because meat does heal.